why some people always delay works till the last minute. It's 3 a.m. Your 10-page paper is due in 5 hours. You've written exactly 0 words, but I don't know, somehow you do know everything about how to grow a bonsai tree thanks to a YouTube rabbit hole. Sound familiar? You aren't alone. In fact, you're part of a massive club. About 75% of college students consider themselves procrastinators, and sometimes we often call it laziness. But is it really because of laziness? The truth is much more interesting. Actually, it's not a time-managing problem. It's a battle inside of your brain. Imagine your brain has 2 drivers. One wants to get things done. The other just wants to feel good right now. When we procrastinate, we aren't just waiting, we are unnecessarily delaying things, even though we know it's going to hurt us later. It's called an intention-action gap. You want to do the work, but you just can't make yourself move. Why does your brain treat an essay writing like a literal bear attack? Most people think procrastination is about being bad at managing time, but it's actually about managing emotions. We delay tasks because they make us feel anxious, bored, or frustrated. Let's look at the different types of procrastinators. First, meet the worrier. The worrier doesn't start because they're scared of failing. Their brain tells them, if I don't try, I can't fail. But the logic is broken because by not starting, you are guaranteed to fail anyway. Then there's the perfectionist. Do you feel like if it's not a masterpiece, it's garbage? Perfectionists delay starting because they're waiting for the perfect conditions that never actually exist. They might revise the first sentence of a paper 50 times while the deadline gets closer and closer. Ever said, I work better under pressure? You might be a crisis maker. Crisis makers find normal work boring. They delay on purpose because they enjoy the thrill and intense pressure of the last minute. The problem? Work done in a 48-hour panic is almost never as good as work done with a plan. We also have dreamers who love thinking about success but hate the boring work of actually doing it. And let's not forget the defier. If a teacher or boss gives you a task you think is stupid, you might delay it as a way of rebelling or getting revenge. But in the end, you're the one who pays the price. So how do we fix it? The first secret is to stop looking at the mountain and just look at the first rock. Instead of saying, I need to write this paper, commit to a tiny first step. Tell yourself you will work for just 2 minutes. It's much harder for your brain to be scared of a 2-minute task than a 10-hour project. Stop setting abstract or blurry goals like, I will study today. Be specific. A goal like read 5 pages by 4 p.m. is much more effective than do some reading. When your goals are clear, your brain doesn't get as overwhelmed or confused about where to start. Your phone is a distraction factory. To improve, you have to make it harder to procrastinate and easier to work. Leave your phone in another room and prepare all your tools before you start. If you remove the distractions, you won't have to rely on willpower, which runs out when you're tired. Finally, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Remember, a messy first draft is infinitely better than a perfect blank page. Stalling works as a cycle, but you can break it by being kind to yourself and just starting, even if it's imperfect. The only thing you should do is just taking that one tiny step right now.